just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Best of luck to the Rowdy Gentlemen Fantasy Football Experience. Best of luck to the boys.
Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Right, I'm back, and thanks to everybody for your understanding in my lack of last week's recap. At the end of the day, I am still a family guy, and I had some priorities to take care of. So thank you all. But make no mistake, you can run, but you can't hide. Now, in a first of its kind, we have a combination recap lined up here with weeks 8 and 9 together. There's a lot to unfold, so let's just dive right in. Now, we're going to start with where we left off in the standings after week 7. Quite the contrary as to what I had mentioned a few weeks prior. Although there is separation starting to present itself in a bizarre turn of events, 12 of the 14 teams throughout the League of Rowdy Gentlemen have the same record in the standing, leaving this one wide open for the taking. As we spin over to the current outlook in the standings to date, we do start to see fewer teams now with those matching records, despite neither conference having a team in the sole possession of the top spot. I'd like to highlight 3 teams who've, in remarkable fashion, really catapulted themselves in the standings against all odds. And they are Kyler, the creator, Crab Cakes in Football, and our executive treasurer, the ace of spades. And that is a true testament to the level of competition and involvement that we're seeing week in and week out within all 14 owners and operators, which makes me extremely proud to be your commissioner, to do these recaps, and to be just a part of the fun. I know we had a commissioner that almost ran this league into the ground last year, but I'm here to make sure that that never happens again. At the beginning of the season, I wanted to make it a point at some time to say, for anyone who starts to not play players or just completely give up, there's going to be some consequences. But the level of competition, I don't even need to say that, because you guys are just so into it. Everyone's involved, and any given Sunday, anything can happen. 1's beating 4, 4's beating 9, 9 just beat 2. Truly, I'm proud of you all, and I'm so excited to see how this is going to continue to unfold. So we're going to go ahead now and break down the matchups on a 2-week range basis. We had a total of 3 teams go 2-0 undefeated. 8 of the teams, which is going to be our majority here, went 1-1. And sadly, we had 3 teams fall 0-2. I'm going to go ahead and start at the top here. We had Jonathan Taylor Ham going 2-0 with a win streak of 5. In week 8, we took down Red Sauce 139-131. And in week 9, we took down Luxburger 110-93. Now, here's the thing with fantasy football. Our league is so good that I don't ever want to hear anybody say luck's not a thing. Luck is a thing. Because here, look at this, for example. This past week, I put up 110. Yeah, I was able to get out the win. But if that was the week prior, Red Sauce would have beat me 131-110. And vice versa. But see how that happens? Red Sauce is on a 7 losing streak. It's just it's the way the cookie crumbles. But the real recap is kicker save and a beauty. Big Dick Nick Folk. New England special teams ain't folking around, baby. In 2 weeks, a total of 2 weeks, Nick Folk, out of the kicker position, has put up a combined 38 points. 21 and 17 as a kicker. That's on top of New England D put up like 28. Following on the 2-0 doorstep, the Crab Cakes in football said, run the damn ball. Week 8, Tony Pollard popping off for 34 points. Week 9, Joe Mixon, 55 points in one position. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is official. We have now had one position player outscore the Week 6 Team Larry. All 12 of his positions. Joe Mixon's 55 to Week 6's Team Larry's 53. And what an excellent way to segue into my next position here. Larry was right there with us at 2-0. Am I glad you took down just the two of us? Of course, because that tied us in the North Conference. Am I happy to see you back in track? Of course, because that means our level of competition's only getting higher. But how dare you? How dare you try to voice your concerns against the commissioner in the open forum? You know that we have a department for that. You know that you're supposed to take it to him privately, and then Sean will take it to me if they matter. Would they have mattered then? No. Do they matter now? No. But guess what? You have lost your 2-0 shout out. What a shame.
Shame. Shame. Shame. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. Shame on you. Shame, shame, shame. Shame on you. This was serious, but it turned into something fun.
After that, we had just the two of us going 1-1. Their one win, taking down Red Sauce 141 to 113. Letfeld Cook next in line, going 1-1 after their Week 8 victory over Team Nelly 125 to 107. Luxburger with a Week 8 victory over the Ace of Spades 115 to 99. Ted Jones goes 1-1, taking down the Brady Bunch in Week 8 132 to 117. We had Kyler the Creator take down your mother's favorite felon 111 to 100. And Team Nelly takes down the Brady Bunch 139 to 115 after falling in Week 8 to Letfeld Cook. Team Nick goes 1-1 with a Week 8 victory 137 to 119 over Kyler the Creator. The Ace of Spades goes 1-1 with a Week 9 win over Ted Jones, 84 to 81. This one held some implications. Huge on both ends. The Ace of Spades jumps up. Ted Jones missed an opportunity to take the lead there. Rounding it out, we had three teams go 0-2 with the Brady Bunch, your mother's favorite felon, and Harborside's Red Sauce on a 7-game losing streak, also known as the 10-speed bike guy. We're at the point in the season where we can start to take a look into how the playoff picture is starting to shape up. If the season ended today, this would be the Elite 8 moving on. As records are tight at the middle of the pack there, Larry takes the 8th seed due to the points for. Wins are important no matter how you get them, pretty or ugly. But points for is also crucial. When a league is this tight and this competitive, every point matters. Even the 7-loss streak 10-speed bike guy is only 2 games back from the 8th seed. Credit to the team behind creating the schedule for us. It's been an entertaining assortment of inner and outer conference games, tight matchups with standing implications, and even opportunities for an underdog to shine. This upcoming Week 10 is none the lesser. Week 10 is slated for action-packed matchups and potential to shake up that playoff picture. Now, I don't want you to look at projections here. The waiver wire hasn't even gone through, and we're in the thick of bye weeks. What I do want you to look at is the matchups. The matchups and the records. The records and the implications that are going to be on the standings. It's time for pedal to the metal. For teams like Larry, Crab Cakes in football, the Brady Bunch, your mother's favorite felon, Team Nick, and the Ace of Spades, it's time to button it up. Get it together, or get left behind.
Pepe is a first for us.
Hey, Pepe, I'm in here.
Old Jose Falcon, screen name Florida in Miami, even sends her a picture of himself naked.
Hey, how are you?
But when I show up,
seat on
he
that,
explains
stool for me
it's
there.
all a big misunderstanding.
Chip's my favorite.
Mine too.
When I make them for Christmas, I make about 10 dozen of them.
Whoa. Holy cow.
Can I get you a glass of milk to go along with those cookies?
Sure.
So you're pumped too, huh?
Yeah.
So what were you so pumped for? You are every parent's worst nightmare. So you have a little shopping day planned this afternoon? I'm 15.
You don't have to go any further. I understand.